But for now, let's continue with today's topic, consciousness redirection. The first situation of witchcraft is called consciousness redirection. TNA, I recently discussed this on a show with Nufialaga. We talked about how elderly people, as their physical senses weaken, often develop etheric sense. Medical culture last week. Until this ego goes down, and the consciousness knew a whole lot of battle to do. It is the ego that will make you hear. Say, asema nipa yi ken eyo no kware. Nanso so no nipa ni so. Ope say will prove a point. You will say all sort of lies. People will push you to dirty your hands, not me. These heightened senses allow them to see and hear from an extra dimensional perspective. Why is every witch an old woman? And I say old man. Adentia. Ye maame wu ya ye nyina ye wo fie wo ye twa aduane ni gubo kesem ni ye nyina ya tena ho adidi. Obi anya bayifo da. Ye nyina ye nyi ye nyina ye abayifo. Me bi sasa ye abayi na firi hi na eba. At which age na bayi ni start ye activated ema operating nipa ni tumi we na mu nipa moja. Eno na me pese mi hu no. At which age? Obi aye bayifo, obi aye say, obi akwaha, obi abaha. At which age? That is what I'm asking. Mi bisa o, sa question we na mi bisa. So onipa bi enyi na oya abrewa pa oya bayifo, wo si tutu a oya bayifo, wo si sechi a oya bayifo, wo nan ya wo ya oya bayifo, abayifo nyina aye mbrewa. Mi bisa sa adentia. Is it because at that time the power of the body is gone down, the jacket is weakened, this world has left them? At that point, they don't care about car, they don't care about house, they don't care about ntoma bebrebe because on tumimpo movie. At that time, they've entered into other dimensions. The reason was when you dementia, what he or she is saying at that time is out of this world. You don't understand her or him, and he also don't understand you. So you feel onipane suffer dementia. It's actually dimensional. The person has shifted. The ego has dropped. The power of this jacket is dropped. At that time, the senses is focusing on etheric. And that's it. Do satam nan yesi omo ya before. In simply put, if somebody has etheric abilities or strong abilities from the either way round in the pair, ye wodinya ye different. Mi bisaw adenti na before nyina eyemrewa ene nkokora abofra kra ye de kwa ye no ebebo mpa ya ma no ye de na koto fie ye nkasa abofra na ye how many children ye chi ebinum nkola tese wo mother no ye ignorant na obema obi akasa asem natural. Since when? Na natural abilities ebe evil. So when you and I say well, it's not a dementia, yes, sickness, it's a flip. It is called dimensional. Obroni ni mnyansa wi. Inti ne maame nya sa de na odene ba akoto baabi no wa ma obi te no ho no ohwe no. Yenya ye bonde. Obibini enwu ndada mu mpro. Enye Yesu. Kefie no ba ye nyina ye timade che a obi afre ni nua. Aduane no mo no abom no mu di. Na ayi King James be ka kire se ba yiye. Nabusunya ewia simple so be what power will feel the power ni protective you physically into what makes you think says o ma me ye before na ye before to me fa anya hwe muawo adwen be ni pese me bisa mo because Solomon ye say demons na bo anema ni sida nti o ma me de o ye before a on to me you see ni be ye ni fa mbo ama fa anya hwe odwen we hu mesra odwen hu. Dementia is not sickness. This is not witchcraft by itself. It becomes a craft. Se meka se obi anya dementia ne sa niama na eno nya beyiye no itself but enya witchcraft like eno no ye me kire utumi ni ba bi a efro se wo honam ba fom a ena tumi ne furo ekosoro. It becomes a craft when one learns to manipulate events in the physical world using their etheric senses. And no na abeye witchcraft. Say witch ni ability no na odi ye adwuma na odi crafty bibi. So to my say just like I do my downloads. When I do the downloads, I put them together as editorials and give them to you. Inti na make a say you can use my editorial for Ajana 1, Ajana 2, I don't care. But if you try to claim ownership, unya baby obeda. My di ka catch us a krum han movie or back or ye editorial na or ye theories in a your otable. Or no? My catch who feels also yeah, you can come and let's share. Me catch pay. If you think what I'm doing here is a joke, it has a whole copyright. So that now na blabby one media chow, but my lawyers and my people will not forgive you if you do pim. Because when I saw the holes in you, I was like, oh God. But like I said, my hands don't destroy. Means son say that. No, we are not going to do that. So being etheric no enyama no wo na or practicing it physically, then it becomes witchcraft. For example, Maame nka wo de me ka we. For example, to say ebia obi I strike you obi with ghost. Obi there are things people do and a be friend in saman twentwe tio. A friend saman twentwe e de ba nipa no so. Enti say adekunu friend saman twentwe e de ba nipa no so a. Na ebi wo ho no ma bon say yesi maami we ohini we ni nasi atata yesi ne nananom asoma aba ne so because koko asem bi na wadie ebi wo mo say we no di obi ade na nipa na we hear this a lot especially in Akan lands yeti say yesi we no wakotena konwa so nananom amfa ama no na senya ye no e na san ade no enye witch ni na ye abayifo na esama so mo samon se samantwentwe edema sankrofo no. So if I should be working on obia or what's that situation normally eba ne say ye many panning to me nkasa na was starting no ho but you are limiting all these things you say ye eduabo. Okay, in case I should work on this no etherically ghost no mo yes amantwentwe no omo baby a wo kasa omo ntepe se wo pese omo free nipa no mostly no sometimes wo be fa nipa ni grave so anwea now they are be or se wo pese mo ye negotiations na wo kire ni bibi mo no akoya sa direction no want to me fa ama nipa no ewo wo te se wo ne walk to the middle of river mo ko dinin so finfin no wa ma the direction so onkoye because those ghosts no ma yes amantwentwe no they have their memories inti bi omo wo sumunu mu ti dia wo beka bi omo te enya no ne ye ne I'm telling you how you can use natural abilities to wo betumi apeke etheric information like the witch no ankasa and wo this are 2 minute be load information from etheric and wo practice na craft no aba be kan no bi na make actual no all this information I just gave you can only download it. It's not anything in anybody's book. Say wo pese wo kan osama ho asema na mo negotiate bibi na odokoye no na eka no no kwa wo gina sori dem mo bompa but nti na ya mo bompa ya mo ya mesiri no. A lot of you people mo dem anu create problems mamu. I'm telling you, who want to pay? Can you? Ha! Now the bad side of it, they say, you be territorial demons, you know. You do one of my ube not so for friend. I command every. Can you? Obia woni dwelling ominia. Obia woni dwelling. Obia is ruled by rules and regulations in this universe. So who are you? Ha! What to me apam mo work nwura mu nyina so mu nyina merafi went to me there net say and uko nwura mu okochi bi koye whatever ba uduru nwura mu a omo twe omo ho ma because omo temra ase otwe ho a omo ba so nipa ani lion kra ehia obedwane eyesese ni mani abi abro so na mo so mu de omo nyina be fie na wanwe wo ba mfensi hwe ya na me nkomanim. And these are some of the natural abilities would be handle such case. And no, you can only download it etherically. And then witch no. So when I use it on you now, we free and then I craft no. For example, every physical situation has 2 outcomes. These outcomes can be accessed in the etheric realm before they happen. And is this thing is in your Bible, Ebusia. Or say what the spirit conceives gives birth to the physical. Bible no aso asakom or say onipa ntimi nye biribi aje ye de fisoro amanansa. So how did witchcraft become evil? Ebeye mojanam we ene ne ekeka eka ho. A person with enhanced etheric senses can observe these outcomes and manipulate the energy to create their desired results. Ye won krofo ni bi wo ho no mo a Obetumi ahwe w'anim din. Na me catch us say whatever you are doing, be careful. Whatever you are doing, be careful because nkrofo ni bo on betumi atena chire ahwa na o ma ye obone kwa. Ewiase na yete na ye ni amatu so obi onim saa ki no obetumi ase wabrabo. Obetumi ase wabrabo nti ye careful. Because if we are sitting in a sea defense, any land defense, into obi ni madi obetumi. For example, if event be na obese we bibi sesia. When you go to the sea, you will find sea tortoise, and when you come to the land, sea tortoise were a lot of blood, plenty of it. And when you come to the land, kwakwa debi doesn't have blood in it. So if I should cut kwakwa dobiti na me de koshe sea tortoise ti so na me de sea tortoise ni ti no de be she kwakwa dobidi ento na me bury in a box, I can hold the whole thing to a halt. Energy. That is what we are here to master. That is why I tell you that where the ank is cool, but master it. So when we say eniyama we ne nkrofo ye na ye mfa ye de ne nye bone, it's not about carrying any shrine. It's their business. I don't actually have a problem. But I'm telling you the real thing that is sitting inside of you. Why you ignorant about it? Whatever. There is no tree bigger than you. There is no spirit higher than you. You are a spiritual being. So what's the point here? I know you don't think moba anywhere num. If we don't go back and start to learn these things, near Jina onum say a bear concert. This brings us to a common accusation. Obejijiwa na mekano. Obejijiwa no the work. E kromo awo asofo bebre ahyease. Because nkrofo bi no mu jiji omo amomu break your so contract. They didn't have the keys. They were just making noise. If you don't take care, somebody will just use you. Or the be manipulate honom no wabo ewuremu no okọ. A lot of things are happening now. Enye bibi esi bibia o. Obi no we how to manipulate energies. That is why what we are here for. You manipulate energies to have your way to your ascension. A witch has seen a child star and caused their illness. And until na ya na mwanini bi abro so amehwe mo ana ye mowa. Na ye fun aye kese sen. Ni ye twa ne photo. Minua onipa tasani owo wiase na brabo mu nsem nyina ye 1 hour before the birth, after the birth, 2 hours in the chambers, carry bibia. Now these things na ye intact when the child is in the stomach. Into which we fun not to abontin. Minim say nipa nunti na which we fun to abontin, because if not, they will say it's a lie. But who are you here? Can you please anybody in this life? In this life, those who love you don't need an explanation from you, and those who hate you, you can explain tire. They no go believe you. So what's the point? I which we fun nyinara. Abegu efe bedru baby na abofra ni ti nani now I'm hospital now we ko ba show off one day has cost you entire life ni na when you're bedding aso what are you, what's the point? Nkrofo with natural abilities they can ebi mu ohonoma e koma de omo na make na busu e bia miensa wom wo so ye ba ifo ntu nhwe nti e koma ne de no be wawe ma. Learn sense. I have done crackdown of marriage 1 and 2 after this episode, so one share you can go and watch and learn. These are things I yensia and any ye bre ni ya mani hunu. I'm telling you. Wona na no nim we o se abo owo a men nante esum no so. Enye sa oba be ko be private black. They knew what they were saying. O se akola no on these 7 days amemo obi a mesra no de asram be ye no mu nim. Said there are traders. Next week, God willing, we will do witchcraft market. Now, we will be a cancer or koto nipa 9 between you be 9 so no wadi. But the way it is done, ube na nyepa we be obi wonkwa obi a wobi. It's just that ye thrown aside. Ye master. We don't know why we are here. It means someone redirected their consciousness to see the child's potential future. Into consciousness now will chase you. Be careful. They manipulated the energies to bring about one of those futures. This is the power of consciousness redirection. We, it me. Now I swear obano. Now the next kwakola no huni amaka say obana bon. Wako sen, wako ya come manipulating. This is abofre ya sesa abofre wonu. Look at the way the child was growing. A day na wo de call ye day no mo ye. Ye ko wa ye nye hwe. Eno ane say yako. Aborofo we they don't do that oh. Obroni any be ye no. No kata ni huhu ni. Na ye bibia say. Ebi wo ho mo hunting natural ability. Akola ni to waka ishi no mafa. They manipulated the energies to bring about one of those futures. Obefa de papa na ewo ni mu no. This is the power of consciousness redirection. Obed dani asemneni ahwe baabi. O say memfa kola ni mpie until so wenya 7 days. Na afi omu dware no na omo achichiri dompe na omo de abone nsa na omo de dompe bi atunsuo num na omo abubo ni hire, preventing all these negotiations ne se be koso wa abofra ne life mu ani bia mamo agyae se muto baby oil lesi marketer nipa 1 million etwa ho ahia with bad energies. Okoto yeso a wo ba ya na wo de ba abofra no ho tetete we hu ba kama se hwede awaye. I handled an issue. Akola ni nya appendix so say bibi something like that. Na omo koye no. The omo eba omo boss ni mu no. Na omo koye ni surgery na. Omo ye surgery ni wie na fa akola na de ni nsori bium. A lot of negotiations happen. And yes, said the amokan is obi akoto obi nam no worry no. It doesn't work like that. And I will explain for the 3 weeks here where we will do this in a grand style. Makacho say me a doctor or professor when it comes to this kind of things. Enti mami attention kakra. We na wona nanu munim. I know people are obetumi adware oba no wasesa abofra no. Obi wo hono ma osa obi bakeke. Osa no ana o ma ne bibi aduane o force na odi ya na abofra no hu fam. What happened? There are people who rules and holds powers in certain places. Ti dia wo ye no hweniye why? Minua. Hweniye pa we call this the power of consciousness redirection. So,